Okay, Allie, you should be good to go. Good, good morning. Good morning, everyone online, as well as in the Gampa. Gashigelik should be arriving shortly. So I'll let you know when he does arrive. In the meantime, hold tight. Morning. Geshe has arrived. Yeah, so those of you in the lobby, if you can come on in. He is likely circumambulating, so it'll be a minute.
In the Gampa, please pick up your gold prayer books. And we have our pages color coded. So please turn to the red tab. And we'll begin with the Shakyamuni Buddha mantra 3 times. Te ata om mune mune maha munaye soha. Te ata om mune mune maha munaye soha. Te ata om mune mune maha munaye soha. Now the Medicine Buddha stands in mantra. Bhagawan, with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the 3 poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha lapis light. Te ata om bekanse, maha bekanse, raja samudgate soha. Te ata om bekanse, maha bekanse, raja samudgate soha. Te ata om bekanse, maha bekanse, raja samudgate soha. Te ata om bekanse, maha bekanse, Raja Samudgate Soha Teata Om Bekanse Maha Bekanse Raja Samudgate Soha Teata Om Bekanse Maha Bekanse Samudgate Soha Teata Om Bekanse Maha Bekanse Raja Samudgate Soha. Now the four immeasurables, which we will say twice in English, and then we'll flip over to page 37 and chant it once in Tibetan. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Now on page 37. Sem chintam che te wadam te we gyudam den park your chick do no no gi gyudam drel walk your chick do no me pe de wa dang mi drel walk your chick ye ring chak dang ni dang drel way dang yam park your chick. Excuse me. Now back to still on page 37. We have the Chen Rezig verse of praise and mantra, and the Tara verse of praises and mantra. In the book, we only have the mantra, not the verse of praise. Beginning with Chen Rezig, not veiled by any fault, white in color, whose head a perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings. To you, Chen Rezig, all-seeing one, I prostrate. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Om Mani Padme
Hum.
Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. And now Tara. Tara liberates from psychic existence. Tara liberates from the 8 fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Om Tari Tu Tari Ture Soha. 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 Now on page 34, Geshe will lead us in the Refuge and Bodhicitta prayer.
Sanjay
Chudang Soki Chognam La Chang Chu Bardu Dagni Kyab Suchi Dagi Chinyin Ji Pe Sonam Ji Drala Pinchir Sanjay Drupar Shok Chudang Soki Chognam La Chang Chu Bardu Dagni Kyab Suchi Dagi Chinyin Ji Pe Sonam Ji Drala Pinchir Sanjay Drupar Shok Chudang Soki Chognam La Chang Chu Bardu Dagni Kyab Suchi Dagi Chinyin Ji Pe Sonam Ji Drola Pinchir Sanjay Drupar Shok
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All the animals, so last, I think how many months whole here, greeted you by different kind of animals. Eventually the animal goes to the kids. Every kid comes here, they goes to there. So maybe today this one goes to her, this one. So this actually come all the way from Switzerland. Actually came, not from here, actually came from Switzerland. I think I visited Switzerland a long time ago. I think it has some kind of shrine if you look up. So this dog is like a rescue people. Switzerland are very famous for hiking. People kind of fell down. So this dog goes to Linda, goes to her. I'll give it her. I had only this for 2 days, so now you go to you, okay? Yeah, came from Switzerland. Oh yeah, so so this is from local here, from Raleigh. So far, that's the only one left. Doesn't want to go anywhere. Just want to sit here. Come from Elise. Symbolize compassion. You know, like Elise, your dog found. Yeah, Elise dog found that one on the street. So it's not going anywhere. It's going to stay here. Yeah. Also symbolize good nap. And native, yes, native. Oh, so short meditation. Okay, short meditation. Before that, maybe short introduction, not short introduction. How long? Take your time. Introduction. Good morning, Hamula. Tete Lamo. Good morning. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Paul, Karen. Good morning, children. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Suzanne. Good to see you again. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Sebastian. And your friend, I don't know. Good morning. Good morning, Christoph. Good morning, one invisible being. Anybody watching on YouTube, good morning.
So for those of you on Zoom, I'm going to open 2 different breakout rooms. Breakout room number 1 is for Spanish speakers, and breakout room number 2 is for anyone else who wants to say hello to the folks on Zoom.
Question? Yeah.
Hey, I like your shirt. Nice. Okay, everyone, if you can wrap up your hellos. I like it. Bodhicitta.
Short meditation. I think if you're here first time, I think it's quite important, including myself, to us to understand why we meditate. Okay, first place. Because our life gets complicated, more complicated, the moment we have disturbing thought, disturbing thought. I think that's the first place why it's called disturbing thought, because when it rises, it disturbs you. So that's important, for sake of knowledge and for sake of practice. It's important for us to understand Gom top, Gom meditation, top, power of meditation, Nyumong, afflicted mind or thought, Chunga, less. No matter how you do, by sitting, walking, riding bicycle, playing music, whatever ways that you can manage to subdue or reduce disturbing thought. Even though it doesn't look like meditation, but actually it is meditation. The whole purpose of meditation is to subdue the disturbing thought. Less disturbing thought, the better for your life, regardless. You're Buddhist, not Buddhist, Christian, not Christian, atheist, no matter where you stand, if you have less disturbing thought, your life will be better off. So that is the fact. So that's the reason why meditate, because that way is a kind of technique. It's a kind of technique or method to subdue or reduce disturbing thought. Okay? So, but I don't think that disturbing thought will be subdued by just thinking there, sitting there like chicken. Sorry. Need to think something positive, counter thought. how you're going to defeat anger, or need to think about the downs first, need to think about the downside of anger, contemplate again, then need to think about the benefit of practicing patience. That's how you counter anger. That's how you free yourself from anger, by thinking. So then calm the thought process. Even never thought that is possible. So now you think, oh, it is possible to subdue my anger, or like free myself from anger. So for then you learn, educate yourself, then learn. So then you slowly practice. Okay, so that's very important. It's not like trying to become something, or like to try to associate yourself with some kind of organized religions, beliefs. It's not like that. It's simply trying to help yourself, that's all. So Gomtop Nimong. So afflicted mind is not good for everyone that breathes, is not good. Love, compassion, kindness is good for everyone that breathes. It doesn't matter whether you believe in religion or not. It doesn't matter. The moment you be kind, so it's good for you. It's good for, that's called healthy thought. That thought is not called disturbing thought. That thought is called beneficial, very beneficial. Being kind, compassion, loving, caring. That is what exactly that you are looking for. That's exactly what other people are looking for. Oh, there's the whole world is looking for every single second. They're looking for something that makes them happy. Oh, anger never makes someone happy. It doesn't make you happy. It doesn't make someone happy. Kindness, love, compassion does make someone feel safe, comfortable. These are good things. These are good things. So meditation, hopefully through the meditation, you become more kinder, more loving, more caring. So then understand the situation more clearly. As I said this probably more than 1,000 times. Donga tamasam and meditations. Nobody wants any suffering. Nobody. Nobody. Nobody wants. This is nothing to do with religious belief. Nobody wants suffering. That is the fact. Nobody's content. When it comes down to happiness, nobody's content. You, not content, other, no content. So when it comes down on that fact, there's no differences between you and other. All the differences that we just made it up, no needed. It's not helping. It's not helping to become better humanity. It is not helping. It's more dividing. That's not what you want. You want to be in the community that everybody's happy. It will help. It's very good for you. Community that everybody's happy. That's good for you. So that is the most important. So that's what we are trying to accomplish in this Kadampa Center, from the Buddhist teachings. That's what we're trying to learn. Trying to learn, trying to contribute for that cause. Better community, happier community, happier world. All this secondary level differences, we just made it up. It's not needed. So then I like the song. Imagine there's no religion, there's no border. Why? That's kind of like crying out. People kind of tired. They're kind of crying out. Wouldn't it be wonderful if there's no border, there's no religion, it's all this noble thought, That's like, that is important for the better humanity, So all my friends, of course, including myself, I try all my best every day. Then we all should do that. Okay. So back to meditation. Kumtup nyumochu, nyumong, afflicted mind. Technical term, what is that? Disturbing thought. disturbance. So when you go to hotel, you put outside the door, they have like door hanging, few of them. One they said don't disturb, you put it there hoping that nobody will knock or like disturb your sleep. Why do that? Same like when you meditate, it's same like wearing the sign. Same like this, like people don't see it, but you kind of wearing your meditation is protecting you not to get disturbed. So this is very important, all my friends. And with that mind, no matter how you sit like this, then walk, clean, whatever you do. The point is to not to get upset, not to get angry, not to get jealous, not to get arrogant. All of that called disturbing thought. Not good to have, not good to have. It's better to have some positive thought or something like a good thought. So then that's what we are hoping to gain from meditation, what we are hoping to achieve freedom from those disturbing thoughts. So then also Master Shantideva said, when you look at someone, you have choice. You don't have to look at them. When you look at what kind of mindset I should have, meek, I, simje, somebody that's breathing, called sentient beings. So, miki, simje, tanayas. When you look at there's someone who's called sentient beings or breathing, living beings, there is possibilities that you could gain something positive just looking at these beings, or you could just destroy all your happiness. Every single second of your happiness, you can destroy it. Just get angry. Then you get nothing. Migi simje tana tedanyila tenen da. And of course, guide to Buddhist way of life is Buddhist teachings. So in Buddhism, what you're hoping best is called fully enlightenment. That we are hoping. So there is possibilities just looking at that being, regardless whether you are related, not related, same like same belief, not belief. These all things, secondary things, should not matter. Should not look at from those kind of point of view. But there is possibility. Migi simje tana tedanya latene da tedanya depend on them. Da means you. Sanje you could become enlightened just the way you look at that person, the kind of mindset that you have looking at that person. Not right away, enlightenment is a long shot, but at the moment, what you can gain, joy. That's why people feel good when they do something good for others. It's not like they're teaching them some kind of religions. When you give piece of nut to rabbit, you're not teaching them Buddhism, you're just giving them food. So you are happy because you're bound, because they want something you give them, so they come closer. Then it's not based on religion, it's just based on fundamental affections that bounds people. So Migi Simjetana Tadanila Tena Das. The point here, there is possibility you could get enlightened simply where you look at that person's with kind of mindset that you have. Therefore, you should look at that person sincerely, honestly, with love and kindness and compassion. What you lose, nothing. What you gain, so much you gain. The moment you look at the person with the judgmental mind, with the angry mind, you lose everything. You don't have peace of mind. Then why you do? Why you do? So these are like fundamental understanding is very much needed. Okay, very much needed. Is that easy? Is that piece of cake? It's not piece of cake. It's hard. The best. It's hard. It's the best. Getting angry, is that hard? It's not that hard. It's very easy, but not good. not good. So like that. So now here, this meditation, so reason all everything that I said, and I want my friend here to understand the power of meditation. Why we meditate? Because disturbing thoughts, that's disturbing me, you know. So that how to eliminate disturbing thought. Therefore, I want to meditate. After meditation, you have more positive thought, less disturbing thought. Oh, you did productive meditation. How you did it? Oh, just walking in the garden. Doesn't look like meditation. That's good. Or maybe cleaning, riding a bike, playing music, or doesn't matter, whatever ways that you can achieve that, you can accomplish that. That is good things. That's good. Good for you, good for the community, good for the family. Then you are happy. If you are happy, you feel good. If you feel good, you do good things. The people do bad things because they don't feel good. Oh, that's important. Feeling good doesn't comes out automatically. Just sit there. You don't just know. Oh, feeling good just happened. Nothing just happened. Everything happened due to cause and conditions. Also, feeling good has to have cause. So you have to cause that. So the meditation for that, okay, just for the sake of knowledge. So the meditation that I'm going to lead today is like how to maintain single-pointed meditations, looking at directly, very closely, directly to the thought that rise during the meditation, the thought that rise. So see, okay, next 5 minutes, I'm going to focus. Why you focus? Why you things why you are focusing? Because there's no peace in the mind. There's no calmness in the mind. Why? There's so many thoughts. There's so many thoughts. Therefore, you are not able to experience the calmness and the peace in the mind. Why? Because there's so many thoughts. How to minimize them? Focus, concentrate. How? Oh, like create some kind of mental image. Or watch your breathing, in and out, breathing, watch. Or just simply say, beware of your awareness. Beware, be aware of your awareness. How you define awareness? Awareness is clear knowing. What it looks like, it doesn't look like anything. It just looks like space. There's no shape, there's no color. It just look empty space. Beware of your awareness. That's one way to do. The first place, why you focus is create peace within the mind. It makes your mind calm down. That's why. Oh, here's a reason. So focus now. What happens when you focus? Thought rise. Different thought rise. How to maintain your meditations closely, directly looking at the thought that rise. Or chocolate chip cookie from the whole food when meditate. Or cheesecake. So that thought rise, no, doesn't mean all the time negative thought, or any kind of thought could rise, no, just thinking could be something very silly. How to maintain my meditation? In this case, let's just say I'm trying to be aware of my awareness. All the sudden thought rise. Ne, still, ne, Tibetan word, still, ne. On what? Could be your breathing, could be nature of your awareness, could be flower, has to be one, cannot be multiple things. But why? Because you're trying to minimize the thought. If you have multiple objects, then you have multiple thoughts. That's not good. One object could be your breath, could be your awareness, could be one object. Ne, being on that object means ne. That's the beginning, that's what you're doing. Chur, ne, chur. Chur, what that means, thought pops up, thought. Not that thought, another thought. Ice cream, chocolate chip cookie, pizza, hamburger, French fry, some that thought pops. That's called jur, ne, jur. Rik, beware, being aware, being recognizing how looking closely and directly thought of Peter. What is that? What happened? Before that, what happened? Before, like, where is your focus? My focus is on something that doesn't have color and shape. What is called awareness. Awareness. So now what happened? Second moment, jur, thought pops. Oh, I like to have, I want to have, after this, I should hurry up. I want to go to get pizza. That thought. The jur, the second one, the jur that pops up. Rik. Now, of course, when you're meditating, there's a separate set of thoughts called introspections. It's kind of like constantly in the beginning, of course, in the beginning, when you become successful, then that introspection is less active. In the beginning, it's kind of active, it has to be active. So what is the introspections? That separate thought. Analyzing whether you are on the focus or outside the focus, analyzing. If you are on the focus, that introspection should not be active. So then it becomes obstacle. They should not be active. They need to be inactive. When that the thoughts goes out of the object, so then that's called rik, means recognize. Recognize now the thought goes to Peter. It's not like on the awareness goes to Peter. What do you do? Basically do nothing. What do you do? Then you look at directly and closely. Ne jur pops up. Rik, recognize. Look at, almost stare. Directly, closely look at. What happened? What will happen? If you look at the thought of pizza, what will happen? There's really nothing to see. What happened if you look at that thought? I don't know. That's what it says in the text. If you look at that thought, the thought will disappear. When it disappears, what's left? Nothing. When thought disappears, there's nothing left. What's left is empty. That is your object. Right from the beginning, you're just trying to be aware of the awareness, which is like empty, no shape, no color. What it looks like sky, clear sky. When you look and stare at that, what you see, there's nothing to see. The thought disappears. Then there's nothing to. But actually, you can, when you look at text, is a rik, means when you look at closely and directly. Actually, it's kind of interesting, like how you, in the first place, how you look at the thought of pizza. I'm not sure. How you look at closely directly, how you look at the moment you do that, it disappears. So that's just an example. So then you're back to meditation. So what this meditation calls? Maintaining your focus, concentration, meditations, simply looking at the thought that just pops up. Namtok ngol attention, namtok. I look at that in the dictionary, there are so many translations. I think like nobody really knows how to translate. Sorry to say. I also don't know. I'm not claiming that I do know how to translate. I don't know how to translate. Sometimes they translate interpreted thought. Interpreted thought. So, are you familiar with the word namtok? Namtok? Yeah, how you describe in English? Namtok. No, they say superstitious. No, that's not good translation. Superstitious, that's not good translations. Could means opening the umbrella in your house. That doesn't make sense. Why I'm opening the house? That doesn't make sense. So then good superstitions in India. So when the crow, there's so many crow in my mother's, there's like hundreds of crows. They're all over the place. When the crow drops product on your they say good luck. You feel kind of good. Wow, maybe something good things will happen. At least there's some benefit. Instead of getting angry, that you feel kind of good. Whoa, maybe you're hoping next product too. So there's no something I feel good rather get angry. There is some point. At least you are not upset. You are not going to curse. You are not going to disturb your peace of mind. First of all, you feel something hopeful. And another thing is like when you wear your clothes inside out, upside down, inside out, this is considered as a good luck. So there's nothing to worry about. That's kind of like, you could call it superstition, but there's some benefit, So then, so Namtok, to translate superstitious, I personally don't like that translation. It is much bigger than that. It's not superstitious. So whenever Tinsil, how you translate in English?
I guess I
Namtok?
don't know.
Huh? Not
Deceptive.
like, I think the Sesame Street. Yeah, how you explain that? In one word, Sesame Street, that kind of thought. Huh? Yeah.
Venerable Tricula did some
Oh,
research on it, and she has two versions. One is by Thupten Jinpa
yeah, that's
in the
part
book of
good.
Kadam. He says that the Tibetan term namtok has been translated as conceptualization and carries numerous connotations. It can refer simply to thoughts, which unlike sensory experiences are mediated by language and concepts, or reifying conceptualization. Sometimes it can be used in a negative sense of false conceptualization. And then she also quotes Jeffrey Hopkins in the
The American professor who speak fluent Tibetan. Now I think pass away.
dictionary, and he defines it as conception, conceptualization, coarse conceptuality, discursiveness, thought,
What is that one? Discursiveness, what is that one?
like being scattered, discursive. I would think that, yeah, scattered thought,
Uh,
or conceptual thought, conceptual consciousness.
That's why I like that's what I thought like self-made stories. That more sounds like, but Tubden Jimba, so Tibetan like used to be a monk. He speak fluent English. He was a graduate from Oxford University, so he's very good in debate. He's much better than me in debate. So I thought like maybe his translation, there's like too many words. Too many words. I'm just looking for simple word. Otherwise, you can talk about like hours. That then nobody can wrap it up because there's so many things to talk about. And good morning, Peter. Good morning. So I think there's no like one like word. Yeah, yeah. It is not namtok. There's no, when you say conceptual, that's called tokpa. Tokpa means like it's not seeing things directly, it's seeing things indirectly. That thought was called conceptual thought. That accessing object through mental image. Right now, you are seeing this indirectly. That leap kind of imprint. Here in the West, what do you say? Mental image. We technically call meaning generalities. I'm not, it doesn't make any sense at all. That's what the professor, American professor taught me. It's called meaning generalities, called Tunchi. Now you are in your home, people are talking about center, you're all of a sudden you're remembering, oh, there's something that Gishila turning on his table. One young American here came out and not, he called this like Buddhist fridge spinner. Fridge spinner? Huh?
Fidget spinner.
Yeah, but that's not what they call it, but you know, I think he called that, so that's, I think it's kind of interesting one. So then you go home, you remember you're accessing this object through what? Mental image. What is called? That thought is called conceptual thought. What is this called? Direct perceiver. You are not going to any image, you're just seeing this directly. So that's conceptual mean like that. But all the namto is conceptual. It's conceptual, part of the conceptual, but that is not, I think, good enough to explain. Namto, then I like the Sesame Street. So that's kind of like, sounds like, that's kind of like namto. If you live with chain of namto, there will be no peace in your mind. There will be no peace. So meaning it doesn't need to be negative. No, it doesn't need to be negative. It can be something very silly, namdo. So, so this meditation, why I'm asking, because this meditation goes how to maintain your focus meditations, looking at the nature of namtok, your thought. What kind of thought can be like, oh, I want to eat pizza, like that. So then when you look at that nature of that, wanting to eat pizza, that's a thought. Then you look at that directly, closely, meaning not like here, like you just almost stare on reaching, seven molas, reaching, knowing, soul clear knowing. What is that? Awareness. The more nature of clear knowing, not different than awareness, your awareness. Simji dimlas, with dim means like, how is it? Dim little means tight, means like really like looking. It's not like, like that. It's just really looking tightly. The focus is focus is tight. It's not loose. Reaches Shimji dimlas. Shimji dimlas is kind of tidying. Your thought is kind of tidying around that object, kind of tidying up means focus. Means directly, closely look. Reason, namdo kangda kangjiwa, namdo, like I said, namdo. Whatever that thought, namdo kangda kangjiwa, doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be like this or that, it can be anything, it can be very silly, like, it can be anything. Just example that I use, like, wanting to eat pizza, that thought rise. During the meditation, that thought rise. Then look, namdo kangda kangjiwa, theta tini ngangdungsha. First, recognize that thought. So then look at that thought very closely, very closely, then disappear. What happened? Nothing. What do you see? Space. What is that? That is your object. We are back to meditation. Back to your meditation. Can we do that? Ne focus, jur pops up, Rick, understand. What next step? Directly, closely stare. What happened? Disappear. Where? Back to same object. Beware of your awareness. What's happening? Nothing. What are you looking? Nothing. Something to fix? Nothing to fix. Something to find? Nothing to find. What it looks like? Dong sang, empty. namkatabu, space, like empty space. As I mentioned to you, for me, I use mirror. It helps, but in the text, it needs to be very clear. In the text, didn't say mirror. I just made it up. What kind of mirror? The mirror has zero reflections. That's what it is. But it has ability. If you bring something, it will reflect. But at the moment, there's no reflections. See if your mind is calmed down. See that peace rise within the mind. If yes, that is the purpose of meditation, these meditations. Oh, if I do this again, what happened in the end result? Oh, physically feel lighter, mentally feel great, physically feel lighter. What is happening? Or maybe you're achieving physical pliancy, mental pliancy. You feel like there's inexhaustible energy that you you feel like you have inexhaustible energies doing good things. Oh, that is the final result, okay? So we do the meditations. What is this meditation called? How to maintain focus meditation, watching very closely, directly, the thought that pops up. Uh, that's what it's called, naturism, okay? So we just try. So see if we can beat our friend here. Yeah. Mm. Mm, maybe so. I think I always feel uncomfortable controlling the meditation. Maybe you, Linda, you do. How long? Uh, too long is not good. Too long is not good. So that's why I'm usually always worried that my meditation, I cut it up too fast. So that's I'm worried. Maybe too long. I'm not just making this up. No, in the beginning, short. That's skillful way of doing meditation. Short, multiple. When you become very good, then few, then long. Huh? Right from the beginning, get so excited, too long. Next time when you see the meditation cushion, you want to throw up. So then that's not good. That's not good to know. So you need to get excited next time when you see, can't get excited. Okay.
Okay,
Right.
so we'll begin.
There's got object, you can use your breathing or you can use just flower, just one. Could be person, could be flower. This meditation, will this lead you to all the way to enlightenment? No, no enlightenment. Because this simply make your mind more calm, peaceful. That's what we are hoping. We are not hoping out of this meditation enlightenment. That's incorrect way to say. Temporary peace of mind. Breathe, breathe in and out, and just simply be aware of your awareness or just mental image. One, okay?
And gently release from your meditation.
There's now a few things I need to explain. This type of meditations, there's certain things need to be aware. Okay. First, what is most important? First, make sure that your mind stay on the object. That's most important. Should not worry about the clarity, sharpness of the object. That's later, next step. First, I can see clearly. Then you move on second of then you keep changing object. That's the advice not to do that because why? Because it affects your stability
Stability.
on your object. So the object, even though it's kind of hard, don't worry. I can see clearly. There's a power of clarity is not there. Power of sharpness. There's not that one should not worry at the beginning. Because of that, if you keep changing the object, and next time it will be harder you to focus because you can't keep your mind there because you keep changing object. So there will be negative impact. So rather than doing that, just stick with one object, even if it's hard, just stick. For example, if you're breathing, there's nothing to show. Just like being aware of your awareness, there's nothing to, if it's like this, or seeing whole thing, split seeing, or now only seeing this, just hold on. How you say? Just hold on.
Stick with it.
Stick. I'm not seeing this or just not completely out of this, but still here. Just sit, just stick on. Stick on, not stick on. Stay with it, not stick on. Stay with it. So then slowly try to make it, trying to see. Clarity, sharpness, not to worry, just slowly. So then slowly. So then if you succeed stabilizing your thought on that object, then clarity and the sharpness will follow after that. So don't think that, it's not, I'm not saying this piece of cake, there's effort that needs to be put on in order to really experience peace in the mind, need effort. It won't become effortlessly. It could, in the end, like how much effort you put now while you're driving. If you've been driving, in the very beginning, when you're learning how to drive, how much effort you put. So right now, you drive like that, you do all kind of things while drinking. How that happened? Year after year, you've been driving. It won't happen when you're learning, going to driving school. You can't just look there like this. You have to kind of like over time. So that's then over time, hopefully it will help effortlessly. You just need to sit. Just take over meditation, just take over. Eventually, not right away. So now let's say, okay, now my stability is pretty good. My mind can stay there pretty good. So now, how's about the clarity? Seeing, but not really seeing like this, but seeing some kind of, seeing the mental image looks at that like that. And the mental image, clarity of the mental image. So you will gain, then you lose the sharpness, clarity. You can gain and lose. What's happening when you are like, when the power of clarity going down, that means your thinking mind is eventually, subtle thinking mind is taking over. When you completely lose the clarity, so then your meditation is overpowered by thinking mind. So then, excitement mind. So there's later, there's too much information. So, but first need to, I think my point here is changing object is not good. Changing object. Breathing, just continue to use, even if it's hard, just stick with that. Being aware of my awareness, heart, just stick with that, or like keep changing object is not good. Flower, just stick with this. Or red rose, stick with. Oh, no, white rose. Or tomorrow yellow rose. Then it's not good. Then it kind of affects your stabilities. Just stick with that. So just need some patience. Okay. So why this meditation? If this is only meditation, no, there are so many meditations. This is not only meditation. Why I do this? Why I teach these meditations? You feel me, all of us feel like we have not enough time. Our life get busy, going here, going there. This can be done 5 minutes. You just need to sacrifice 5 minutes. Just sit, just 5 minutes. Don't say, oh, I can't find 5 minutes for meditation. That's not true. That is not true. If you can find like hour to watch Facebook, you can find 5 minutes to watch, 5 minutes to meditation. That's it. It's important. So then short, multiple, or how tight, how loose. When you play guitar, maybe ask the musicians, they know. Why you do that? Check or need to tighten up a little bit, or check or need to lose up a little bit. Why they do? They're trying to get the best sound. That's what you do. Shall I explain? I cannot explain. I can't explain. That you need to do according to your situations, or maybe too tight, or maybe lose up a little bit. Maybe too loose, maybe tighten a little bit, like the guitar. Okay, to get the best result. So like that. So then back to what I said this early morning. I never, last 27 years, I never encouraged anyone to become Buddhist, never encouraged. So what I said here, what is important for all of us? Happiness. As I mentioned this morning, Dunga Tamutsam, this is very important. Dunga Tamutsam meditation, nobody, please don't fight over race, politics, culture, tradition, religions. Like, this is all not good, not good. Just leave them alone. What do you need, what we need to understand, everybody wants happiness. This is very important. That's very important. Nobody's content with happiness, nobody, including yourself. There are Namya Choshen, Dada Shala Chapa, there's no differences between me and you. Oh, there's many differences because he's not Tibetan, I'm Tibetan. I drink butter tea, he doesn't drink butter tea, I don't like. That's kind of silly. Why you don't like someone doesn't drink butter tea? Maybe they don't like butter tea. Why you force them to drink? It's kind of stupid things to do, not kind things to do. So there's many things that we do. I don't like, we don't look same, we don't like this all. So we need to focus on what we like. So when it comes down to happiness, nobody's content, nobody's satisfied. Still looking for more. There's no differences between you and other. There's no differences. Then why there are so many differences people fight about based on religious belief, based on politics, policies, culture, traditions? We humans just making life more miserable. That's what we do, unfortunately. But our brain is not for that. Our brain is much more bigger, much more bigger. So like, for example, in our life, in our generation, look at the Mother Teresa. She's Christian. The people she takes care in the slum of Kolkata, I've been there many times, very close to my hometown, huge city. People, they help her. What she gains, nothing. They have no power, they have no money, they have no education. They're just simply laying on the street. She's not worried about they're Christian or Buddhist. She takes care because they need help. That's the kind of role model we should look. We should not be kind to someone because it's like somehow associated with your lifestyle. Not good. Because they don't want suffering. They want happiness like you do. If you give them some happiness, regardless what they eat, what they believe, what they wear, you get benefit. That's why people like to do good things. So please ask yourself, do you like to do good things? It makes you feel good. Why it makes you feel good? We need that, many of that. We need to feel good. We should feel good. We must feel good much as possible throughout the day. Either you are sitting at home doing meditation, reading the books, the feeling good needs to be there. It's good for your health, good for your longevities, good for everyone. So good for everyone. Whatever way you can get that, it's very important to understand. Okay, so we should not fight over religious belief, over culture, over policies. These are not. That's the last thing that you need to do is to make yourself upset. That's not good. It's not good. Making yourself happy, the best, according to Buddhism, the best way to do this, serving others. Serving others. So therefore, Kapja Lama Sopa Rinpoche, spiritual director of our center, whole FMD center, wrote a book, Cherishing Others is Door to Happiness. I firmly believe, cherishing others, cherishing others, that's what we need. We need love, we need compassion, we need to be kind, respectful to each other, so there will be better world. Rejecting each other based on culture, tradition, politics, religions, it's not good. It's not good. Then progress is not, it didn't make the better world. But doing this, when you look at the history, we humans are doing this, not just last few years. Since the human civilization began, it happened like that, small scale, then eventually it's happened to bigger and bigger scale. So this is something that each and every one of us can contribute to be kind, to be respectful, to be kind, and look at them with understanding that you can gain something. What you can gain, maybe you can gain love, maybe you can gain compassion, maybe you can gain best case scenario enlightenment. You can gain. Otherwise, how you gain patience? There's nobody to bother you. How you practice patience? How you practice generosity? There's nobody to give. Then I think there's one movie that shows that somebody stuck into the island. I think like the FedEx deliverer or somebody that got carried out. It's an island.
Cast away.
Now you can watch the movie, clearly see how much happiness you can get. In Buddhism, what they talk about, they say all mother sentient beings, just forget about that. Just set aside. Just think about now. Did you make this fabric? I didn't make this fabric. Somebody else did. What kind of the labor? To see right now you can see in YouTube how they make. Everything I wear, did I make? No, somebody else make. Everything I eat, did I grow? No. Or you could say, I pay for them. What do you gain? Nothing. Everything without other, there will be no zero happiness. There will be no happiness. Zero. Who take your garbage every week? Who take you? No, somebody come there take. So my point here, the gratitude, lot of gratitude is needed. Lot of gratitude. The moment you wake up, gratitude. When you see someone hoping, oh, I will probably gain something. I should be kind to that person. I will gain something. Rather than check, oh, is that person a Buddhist? Why you do that? Why you do that? That's not important. Why you do that? No. So reality, not every single person will become Buddhist. That's the fact. That's impossible. Some people they just don't want to believe anything. Just leave them alone. If you be kind to them, they will be kind to you. Why? Because they are seeking kindness like you. Same thing. Oh, maybe that's the one way to get along. So that's I've been said this many times. I think it's very important. So we don't discriminate. Good Buddhists don't discriminate. If you consider yourselves good Buddhists, we don't look down on anything. We just wish each and every one of them succeed and get happiness. So that's my inner practice. So that's, I think, it's very beneficial. So, and I'm hoping that we, as a community, hoping that we are contributing towards that. And I heard many times when the people, they come here, they feel comfortable. They feel good. I think that makes me happy. 27 years ago, when first Lama Swabaram invited me here, I went to my teacher. Now he's passed away. And I told him that I was invited by Rinpoche to go to Kadampa Center, Twin Houses, North Carolina. He said, just help, benefit. Just as one person comes, just help. That's all he said, just help. So, and I'm trying last 27 years, trying, and I hope you are trying too. So it's collective effort. People come here, they become more kind, more loving, more kind, more compassionate. Existence of this center has meaning, now meaning. Just making someone kinder, happier. That's good. So that is that's how we assess our achievement. Okay, so I just want to share that with you. So it's quite important, and it's each and every one of us, our responsibility. So wherever you go, and please think what Shantideva said. Miki simje tanayas. When you look at someone, you don't have to look at. When you look at someone, Miki simje tanayas. Just think there's possibility you can gain something. What? Love, kindness, compassion. With that possibility, look at them sincerely, honestly. At least don't destroy their happiness. If you cannot give one, so Miki simcha tana tadani latena tadani latena da sanje ni to juroshes. Sanje is fully enlightened. You could become fully enlightened. Therefore, there's a possibility you could become enlightened. You could become just enlightened long short. At least you can become kinder, more loving, more caring. That is temporary. It's very possible. Therefore, 대단히 라틴 산이도 정시 참배수지 정 honestly look at that honestly don't no honestly 참배수지 참배면서 love look at that person with love. Why? Because that person is yearning for love. Why are you yearning for love? Same thing. Don't think they don't deserve love. That's not good. That's not good. If you are capable to give them some. That's the best way to get something. By giving something, taking something is not always the good way to get. That's what ego says. Ego tells just get much as possible. Don't give. There's the ego talking. It's not the wisdom. Best way to get is to give something. That's the best way to receive something. Just getting, not giving anything, it's not the best way to receiving. I can't give. How about share? little bit, just share a little bit. Why? Because you want, that person also want too. Give some. Oh, so then that's the best way to, the best way to live. Then you could say, I live my life, I live my life, I live good life. If something goes on beyond this, when you breathe, cease, it's going to be good. It's not based on religious belief. Every action counts. Even the dog does something good, that action counts too. Next life, the effects on action counts. Oh. It's not determined by what you believe next life. That's we humans just made it up. Next life determined by how you live. If you live good life, means like you help so many people. People feel so sad when you die. They say, oh, some people are so happy that you die because you are so horrible. Nobody likes you. You are so mean, angry. They don't like when you are alive. They are happy that you are gone. That is not good life. You could claim yourself as a very religious person, but nobody likes with that. So it's very important. So like being kind, it's very important. So if you're having a hard time, I already said in the meantime, just walk person to person, ask them, are you looking for suffering? What they say. Just listen. Do you like to become Buddhist? People say, oh, I don't want to become Buddhist. You can blame them. If you ask, do you want suffering? What they say? Each person. People say no. Oh, that clearly shows, regardless, believe or not believe, atheist, someone don't believe in anything, they don't want suffering too. If your backyard, a rabbit and a squirrel, if they can talk, they will say, I don't want suffering. Same thing. So making life other people, that's the meaning of good life. Okay, so and you and myself, we try. So in our collective effort is needed to contribute in the society, make people, when they come here, comfortable, sincerely, genuinely feel comfortable. I don't believe that people come here, oh, they're so happy. You think they come here, they are so happy? Or they have so much extra time, they are so, just want to hang out. People, as I said, everybody has issues. Everyone's life is not perfect. Everyone has issues. Everyone has issues, all kinds of issues. So that's the only one main important reason why we should be kind to each other. Everybody has issues. Oh. So we sincerely, genuinely pray, wish every people you see in this center, we wish them happy. Wish them happy. We try not to judge them, and we sincerely wish them happiness. So, and when you do that, that is peace of mind. That's peace of mind you are generating, peace of mind. Just wish them. What do you lose? Nothing. So that's what the world become more peaceful, more harmonious. Everybody wish everyone happiness. Should not put more emphasis on secondary level, Tibetan, American, white, black, Asian, or like that idea probably need to set aside. We've been doing this so far, no good result. Still fighting. So now time to change the course. Okay. Yeah. So with that, now stop. So just to remind.
The Gold Prayer Book, please turn to the blue tab, page 246, for dedication verses from Master Shantideva. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with the mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Now, page 244, the Long Life Prayer for His Holiness. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. And the following page, the prayer for Khensa Rinpoche. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Avatari, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. And now inside the back cover, the prayer for the swift return of Chapche Lama Sopa Rinpoche. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious ones, Shravakas and Prateka Buddhas, victorious Lozang, father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make requests. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And inside the front cover, the prayer for Geshe Gelug's long life. Supreme Guide, you lead us on the many paths of virtue. A shining sun, you give us the best of excellent explanations. Supreme virtuous friend, you are a constant Dharma companion. Lama, who has renounced fame, may you ever remain. And for Geshe Sangpam, you who have steadfast imprints of virtuous qualities and keep the instructions of the glorious Guru in your heart, you who pass day and night with noble activities, great virtuous friend, may you have a very long life. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha.
Announcement. Okay, so Joanna, your dog that brought from Switzerland, I already offered to one kid. Okay, Rejoice.
Oh, yes.
So,
Oh, yes.
so now this is like Tashi's friend, Tashi, the Elise dog friend. Finally, got opportunity to say have a wonderful Sunday.
Gracias, Ale, cariño.
Thanks, everybody online. We'll see you soon. Thanks, everyone in the Kadampa.